How is it going, everyone? Coming off the heels of the announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6 being officially in development, as well as GTA 5 getting its PlayStation 5 upgrade come next month, a PlayStation Plus title for the month of March actually has been revealed. And some of you guys probably already knew it was going to happen, but Grand Theft Auto Online will be a PS Plus freebie next month. We'll talk about that. Skate 4 might be launching soon if what EA says is to be believed. Well, the game is called Skate, but nonetheless, we'll talk about that. PSVR2 has gotten a new page over on PlayStation's official website, and Final Fantasy Tactics gets some new figures. Maybe that points to a remake. I don't know. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, free PlayStation Plus game for March 2022 has been revealed, and that is Grand Theft Auto Online. It is the online portion of GTA, so I don't know how excited people are going to be for that. I don't know if this is going to factor in as one of the main games for PS Plus next month. I believe it's not, because the game is dropping on March 15th, and usually you get your batch of actual PlayStation Plus titles in the first week of March. So hopefully this means we'll still get our regular PS5 and PS4 offerings. That would be the ideal situation, and hopefully GTA Online does not take up that part of it. Obviously, GTA Online is a cash cow for Rockstar, and offering it as a freebie for PlayStation Plus users might be a way for them to make money anyway. I'm sure Sony paid a little bit to get it on PS Plus, but then you're also talking about the game being available for a 3-month window and could open the floodgates to people buying it as, buying microtransactions and everything like that. We all know that those shark cards have been making Rockstar quite a pretty penny, but yes, GTA Online will be available as a Plus freebie come March 15th, and it will be available for 3 long months, so even if you don't check it out in March, you've got 3 months to add it to your library. And I also believe GTA Online will be releasing as a standalone purchase, so if you would like to buy it standalone for whatever reason, that is going to be an option as well. Alright, moving on from that, here's a piece of news that I am very excited about. Skate is reportedly launching soon. Well, reportedly, not really. It's coming directly from EA CEO Andrew Wilson. Speaking earlier this week during an earnings call, he noted that Skate would be launching soon, so hopefully that means that this game is coming sooner rather than later. I would imagine that at earliest it would be like an August 2022 release. Like, I can't imagine it being a title that makes it somehow in the spring or early portion of the summer, just because we barely know anything about it. But if you were thinking that this game might be a 2023 title or a long away game, based on what Andrew Wilson is saying, it looks like it might be coming sooner than I had initially thought. I definitely did not think it was going to be a 2022 title. However, sign me up for a new Skate game this year, because Skate 2 is a game that I played the hell out of. I enjoyed Skate 3 as well, but Skate 2 I played ridiculously. Back when it came out in 2009, I was all over that game, and I'm not a big skateboarding guy. Like, I liked the Tony Hawk games back in the day, but Skate 2 is my GOAT tier skate title, or skateboarding game, I should say. That game was just tremendous with so much replayability, and unfortunately, we can't access those games on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. You can play it on Xbox through backwards compatibility, so lucky for them, they can play Skate 2 and 3. Unfortunately, we never got like a Skate collection or anything like that, so a new Skate game is something that I'd be all over. I know that there have been other skateboarding games. We got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 in that remastered collection, remake collection. There's been games like Session, but a new Skate title done well, I think, could be absolutely tremendous, and hopefully we do see it. You know, we see the gameplay reveal in the coming months, and then ultimately a release shortly thereafter. Alright, moving on from that, another piece of hardware I am excited about, PlayStation VR2. Now, there is an official website and page that has been posted on the PlayStation website, playstation.com/PS-VR2, I should say. You can sign up for the, the email list, sign into your PlayStation.com using your account for PlayStation Network, and you'll get emailed when the pre-orders do go live. Now, it's always a good idea if you have any thought of wanting to get VR2 that you sign up for things like this. I don't know what the demand for VR2 is going to be. It obviously hinges on a couple things. First of all, the price point. If it's like $599 US, as once was famously said, I don't think it's going to be something everybody's going to be jumping out of their seats to get. And ultimately, people need to get a PlayStation 5 first. There's still not a ton of PS5s in the wild, so you need to get the PS5 stock situated, and then PlayStation VR 2, it's going to depend on the price point, but depending on those factors, I would still add yourself to the email list just because you guys know how the world works. Who knows how many VR 2s are going to be produced when it does drop? So it's a good idea that if you have an inclination to wanting to get one, you do add yourself to the email list, and when pre-orders go live, you can put in a pre-order, and usually, you know, they don't charge you right away, and you can cancel it when you're, you know, when you make up your mind, because, you know, it comes down to price point. It comes down to you need to have a PlayStation 5, so that's going to be the most important thing, and I think people are going to decide based on, you know, what the launch lineup is. If Horizon Call of the Mountain is a launch title, and there's other compelling launch titles, I think people would be excited for it. But you need compelling games more than anything. Horizon Call of the Mountain, of course, a new Horizon experience, and we saw a brief trailer for that, and it's still very, very early on in development. That's coming from Guerrilla and Firesprite Games, and I think more than anything, for me, I'm excited for VR2 based on the fact that, guys, VR1, that thing is a nightmare to set up, especially in my room where it's not like the biggest thing in the world, and I'm sure you guys, a lot of you guys are in a similar situation. Like, I love a lot of the VR games that are available. Sariento VR I could point to as a really cool game, and there's so many cool games. VR actually has a really solid library right now, but it's just ease of use, and if VR2 can offer me that, that's really going to be the selling factor to me more than anything. But I also know a lot of people are going to need compelling titles to go and buy a thing that's going to be, I would imagine, at least $400, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the $500 to $600 range. I think at the $600 range, that's gonna, you know, be priced at a point that's gonna check a lot of people out. But you know, if you already have a PlayStation 5, you're probably one of the more, you know, hardcore consumers, and I doubt they're going to be mass producing this in tons and tons of units. They probably know what the demand is going to be for something like this, and I don't think it's going to be that crazy, but again, it's going to depend on a lot of different factors. Price point, I think, more than anything. Lastly, I do want to know, Final Fantasy Tactics is bringing arts figures. Square Enix is releasing some arts figures for Final Fantasy Tactics. Kind of random, but they sometimes drop figures out of nowhere. FF Tactics has been long rumored to get a remaster or a remake, and hopefully that happens, because this is one of the IPs that Square Enix can do so much more with. I love Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. I love Final Fantasy Tactics A2 on the Nintendo DS, and, you know, a modernized Final Fantasy Tactics built for 2022 hardware with solid gameplay and a solid story, I think could do really well. And I'm not the biggest guy into, you know, turn-based strategy titles, but Final Fantasy Tactics was one that I really, really enjoyed. I thought the gameplay was solid. I thought, you know, the visuals for War of the Lions, given it was on the PSP, I thought it was aesthetically pleasing. I thought the soundtrack was solid. Great game that at this point, maybe you can play through an emulator or some, you know, maybe you can dig up your PSP and play it that way. But I would recommend you to play War of the Lions. It was pretty good. Obviously, Final Fantasy Tactics also available on the original PlayStation. And then you have Tactics Advance and Advance 2 to check out as well, A2. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Again, GTA Online going to be a plus title in the month of March. That'll be available March 15th. Skate 4, hopefully that'll be coming soon. Hopefully we see a full gameplay reveal sooner rather than later. PlayStation VR 2 has an official website. I'll leave that in the description box below. And FF Tactics getting some figures. Fingers crossed on a remake sooner rather than later. That's going to do it for me. Sound off all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.